My job at CFA is to bring out the beauty in all of us. Physically, yes, but more importantly, emotionally. There are as many types of beauty as there are people. My parents are my heroes. They taught me to think big, to work hard, to respect others. When I was young, I was a real nerd. I was always puzzling over something. I had my physical insecurities, and those led to issues with my self-esteem. I didn't even consider medical school until a professor suggested it. He believed in me. He planted a seed that turned my self-doubt into my life's mission to help people feel better about themselves. I'm lucky to live in nature. It's one of the things that inspires me in my work. Sometimes it's the imperfections that actually make things perfect. I start with nature's rules: facial anatomy, geometry, proportion, but most importantly, harmony. And then I start to color outside those lines. I start to look for those imperfections, those idiosyncrasies that define the character of that person's face. For me, this happens to be my nose, which is probably not the example of a perfect nose, but it's my nose, so I'm keeping it. There's too heavy a hand in this world sometimes. Attitudes that make us feel less than, imperfect, that we should become a generic beauty, when we're not. This idea that we should all be some cookie-cutter, perfect face, perfectly symmetric, takes away our identity. I also feel that we should demand that every aspect of our face from any angle appears natural. At CFA, we believe the person should shine, not the work. For me, aging well is all in. It's a full throttle life. Authentic relationships are so important to me, and I'm blessed in this career to not only have lifetime relationships with my patients, but with my staff as well. And really, it's all about my beautiful patients. I want them to feel safe, secure, and cared for in our CFA family. We're on this journey together, and it's going to be great. They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. We disagree. True beauty shines from the inside out. Every face is a beautiful story, a story of your personal journey. The idiosyncrasies and the defining features that make you, you. We see your face, unique to you, and we see your beauty, inside and out. And what if you could see your best self shining all along the journey? What if you could look the age that you feel, embrace the laugh lines, and erase the worry lines? CFA is a new kind of aesthetic care, natural, less invasive, more innovative, with real results, where today's miracle tools meet our exclusive protocols to pursue your definition of beauty, never anyone else's. At CFA, we believe in aging with grace with a lot of good humor, because it's just a lot more fun when we can help each other shine. It's your beauty magnified.
You find your soul with horses. I have such a connection with all of my animals. They just really give you solace. They give you peace. Just being out and being in the trees and being in the green and just makes your heart big. If I could be outside all day long, I would be. You can't protect everything, and I mean, you get inundated by the sun, and I have been since I was 6 years old. I mean, I've never been an inside kid. You know, I'm almost 50, and so it definitely takes a toll, but I'd rather have wrinkles and be happy than, you know what I mean, and be outside. So, it's just been a miracle to find Catherine and be able to work with her.
Britt has a natural beauty, but the more she feels it, the more she's going to show it. I mean, I get it. Britt's an outdoor person. She has that rugged, sun-kissed look. Her outdoor lifestyle puts her at risk to age poorly, and that's where prevention plays the biggest role.
my neck has been my nemesis. Genetically, my grandmother, my mother, we all have a very, very loose neck. So I went in and I asked Catherine what I could do. She suggested doing the trifecta. So that included Vivace, Ultherapy, and PRP. You know, I don't want to go under the knife. I don't want the risk of surgery. I definitely don't want to go under. So I'm ecstatic. I mean, I look in the mirror and I'm like, it's gone!
I love helping Britt with her journey, especially because it involves pure mountain air and a zest for life.
I met Catherine when I was staring down a 30-year college reunion, and she really sees you and she listens and she understands. I expected that from a board-certified, highly competent doctor, but what I didn't expect was how she would really see me and how I felt inside.
I wanted Tanya to see her own natural beauty again. You know that walk a little taller swagger that she has? We agreed to do the CFA trifecta, which is a unique combination of treatments that tightens and lifts the face and neck.
I felt like Benjamin Button aging in reverse. The trifecta gets an immediate result. It keeps getting better and better over time. It just made me feel so much better and so much more confident. I was at the reunion and I had this awesome dress that had fringe and I felt confident. I felt like I was at my best. I wasn't worried about how I looked. I was able to just enjoy my time there.
I mean, the physical changes are great, but the much more important thing is the way that Tanya sees and feels about herself again.
I love Catherine because she listens, she sees what's possible, and she just makes it happen. I keep saying it's an aging vain girl's wildest dream. I'm her patient for life.
It's important that we need to feel good about ourselves, and one of the first aspects of feeling good about ourselves is how people see us. I saw the results that they had in my wife's treatments, and she started looking better and better. So I thought, yeah, I need to look a little bit better too. Keep up with her.
So I'm treating Seraphim with PRP for hair restoration. It actually uses the regenerative power of his own platelet-rich plasma to help restore his hair. I'm seeing more men in the practice. You know, their wives are looking younger and they don't want to get left behind. And something that's sort of interesting with men is that sometimes we'll be doing hair restoration for their scalp and laser hair removal somewhere else.
One of the biggest motivation for me now is to look as good as I can for her, for Claudia. And she's definitely looking great for me, so I'll return the favor.
Every person I see is unique, and how they see and express their beauty evolves over time. There is no one-size-fits-all approach. So many doctors seek some idealized cookie-cutter approach for perfection that pleases them actually more than it pleases the patient. And I don't think most of us actually want to be Barbie dolls. One of the first things that I assess when I see a new patient is what is their defining character? It might be a beautiful jawline. It might be great big eyes. It might be a nose with slight imperfection, but that's their defining feature. And I actually believe that asymmetry is what creates harmony and beauty in the first place. So it's important that we use a combination of tools and a customized approach for that patient to deliver the results that they want. So I believe that, it's not about trying to look 25 when we're actually 50. It's about being the best representation of ourselves at any age that we happen to be. It's about showing the life and vitality and health that we possess on the inside and reflecting that on our outside. And if you agree with that, then CFA can help you. In the field of aesthetic medicine, technology matters, but technique is just as important. That's why at Center for Aesthetics, you're not going to find any jack-of-all-trades lasers here. We use the latest cutting-edge technology and develop our own unique protocols to make sure that you get superior results. And our treatments are performed by experienced providers in the safest environment possible. At Center for Aesthetics, we are a medical practice, not a med spa, and we take this seriously. So you know what they say, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, and in facial aging, that couldn't hold more true. And this is where the story gets personal. I was finishing my fellowship. I was in my early 30s, and I was already starting to show the signs of facial aging. And I thought to myself, in every other area of medicine, it's all about prevention. So why aren't we doing that with facial aging? And there I set out on my mission, which I've been on for 21 years, to understand the aging process, to explore the new technologies as they arise, and to develop unique protocols that give us superior results. And the happy news is that the newer technologies not only work for prejuvenation, but also reverse the signs of aging as well. The technology is constantly evolving, and so are my protocols. And I always say, just in the nick of time for me. You can be assured that when you're at CFA, the focus is going to be on you. Every one of us is an individual beauty, and as a result, we age differently. However, technology companies design their protocols for the generic face, and unfortunately, I know why. Most aesthetic practices are generic practices, meaning that they delegate this technology to technicians who really don't understand the technology in the first place. And so they need to design protocols that are cookie-cutter approaches. At CFA, we differentiate ourselves from the very beginning. It starts with your in-office consultation, where we imagine the possibilities and design a unique protocol and treatment plan for you. I want each patient to understand the process and feel comfortable with what we're doing. It has to be right for them. What a gift to partner with people as we pursue our beautiful best.